Humongous weekend it was last time around as both Real Madrid and Barcelona dropped points to open up the Spanish race once again. Can, of course, an outside name be in the mix for the title once again? We're going to take a look at that. More next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video today. It's all about match number 31. That's right, over in La Liga, and we'll get to it in a second. Of course, if you knew where you've been, smash your subscribe button. You want some shop for La Liga, Spanish football, world football. We're going to all hear under one Ruski. That's right, Barcelona slipping up a little bit, but Real Madrid, absolute nightmare, losing to Valencia. That's right, of course, this past weekend. But can they make amends this time around? We'll take a look at all that and much more in a second. If you knew where you've been, hit the old subscribe. And a big shout out to the members and the patrons. You know who you are. So what we're going to do now, though, is, of course, revisit those last round of games and then, of course, look forward to this weekend's drama. So sit tight, hold on, and let's get into it then, shall we? Of course, it does the results on the screen right about now. And as you can see, it's a big result there for Espanyol on the road, 4-0 winners over Vallecano. I went the other way. Alavés with a 1-0 win over Girona. Again, I went the other way. I did pretty bad, really, this week. 2-1 winners, Valencia over Real Madrid. I did go the other way. For Celta, though, I did beat Mallorca. Got that one spot on. Barcelona could only draw with Real Betis. Again, one with a home win. My boys, Sociedad with a 3-1 away win. I'm happy with that, but I got it wrong. Sevilla did lose to Atlético 2-1. I won with a 1-0 win. Getafe with a big 4-0 win over Valladolid. I won with a draw. Villarreal did also draw with Atlético Bilbao 0-0. And Leganés and Osasuna duked it out to a 1-1 draw. That's, of course, that. What about the table? Well, I'll showcase you the table right here, right now. Should be on the screen, of course. And as you see, it is Barcelona right here, right now, with Real Madrid in second spot. Atlético are now in third, of course. They could have closed in on it, but still 7 points adrift. But it still does look like it is between the top two at that moment. Meanwhile, quick look at the table then, shall we? It is Barcelona running away with their with 67 points at the moment. Real Madrid are in second. Atlético Madrid are in third. It's pretty much as you were. Going down as well as the lead, it's Las Palmas and Leganés. My boys Sociedad are in eighth. They keep closing in the door for hopefully a late push for the top six. But of course, still lots of drama to be had in the meantime. Of course, don't forget the Superbru is live right at the moment. Here it is on the screen right about now. Riley O'Connor with a massive 13.5 points this past week. Clash in second. Ultra Omar picking up the bronze in the medal positions. Also, big shout out to Xandos in there. All the guys keeping up their dreams of winning the Prediction League for La Liga. But currently, the leaderboard, as you see, it looks a little bit like this with Xandos currently top charts, 284.5. Russell Frost's up there with 282. And Music 1207 as in the bronze. Again, still many points on their offering. So keep on doing your ting, brother. A quick reminder for the link of the Superbru right here, right now on the screen, if you want to keep on doing it, or if you're just interested in how it all works for next time around. So these are the next round of games, and we're coming at you thick and bloody fast, of course. No rest for the wicked, coming at you this coming weekend. We're going to start with a trip to Mestalla on a Friday night. That's right, it's Valencia under Carlos Cobahan up against Sevilla under Garcia Pimenta. What a game that is to kick it all off this coming match day, round 31. Valencia unbeaten in the last 5 matches, picking up a couple of back-to-back wins as well. Sevilla, though, on the flip side, 33% form for them right now, 3 defeats in the spin, sitting in 12th spot with 36 points. They played 65 times since 1993, 26 wins for Valencia, 25 wins for Sevilla. There's been 14 draws between the two sides, with the last match being at Valencia, a 0-0 draw way back in February 2024. The reverse fixture this campaign in Sevilla was a 1-1 draw back in January. Valencia on the back of that 2-1 massive win against Real Madrid at Madrid, with Sevilla losing, though, to Atlético Madrid in their own backyard last time around. The odds on this one, the bookies will go with Valencia. They're expected to win. I've gone with the 1-0 win as well to continue Carlos Cobahan's fantastic form as Mestalla, the coach at the Mestalla. Let's go Sociedad then up against Mallorca, coming to the Real Arena. Sociedad and Emmanuel Iglesias sit 8th right now with 41 points for the season. They're unbeaten in the last 4 matches. Up against Mallorca under Jagabo Areste, they are 10th right now, 40 points for the season, just 1 win in the last 6 games. They played 40 times since 1998, 21 wins for Sociedad, 14 wins for Mallorca. There's been 5 draws between the two sides. Last time around, of course, over at Sociedad, it was in the league. It was a 1-0 win for Sociedad way back in October 2023. They've played a couple of times already this season. Have they? Maybe not. Just the once at Mallorca. It was a 1-0 win back in September, and it was a 1-0 win for Mallorca in match day number 7. Mallorca, though, losing to Celta Vigo most recently. Sociedad on the back of that 3-1 win over Las Palmas at Las Palmas in the last round of games. The bookies have got them to win this one as well. I think they're going to get something out of this, if not all 3 points. Going to go with a 2-0 win for Sociedad over Mallorca at the Real Arena. Meanwhile, over Getafe, taking on Las Palmas, coming at the Coliseum Alfonso Perez. Getafe under Pepe Bordolas are 11th in the table right now, 39 points for the season, just one defeat in the last 4 matches. Up against Las Palmas under Diego Martinez, all the way down to 19th right now, 26 points for the season. They've got 13 games without a win now. It's pretty grim stuff for them. They played Getafe 13 times in the past, since 1999. 6 wins Getafe, 4 wins Las Palmas. There's been 3 draws between the two sides. Getafe, though, looking good. 50% form for them right now, however, winning 3 of the last 4. But the last time that these two sides played at this very venue, back in March, it was a 3-3 thriller, way back in match number 27. This time around, though, this season at Las Palmas, it was a 2-1 win for Getafe way back in January. Getafe, though, backing on a 4-0 win over Valladolid most recently. Las Palmas losing to my boys, Real Sociedad. The weekend odds for this at the moment sees Getafe expected to win this game. Las Palmas not so much. I've gone with a 1-1 draw here, surprise, surprise. There has been 3 out of the last 6 matches draws for Las Palmas. They're not winning games. They're getting occasional points, and I think this will be another one this coming weekend. Celta Vigo next up against Espanyol at the Estadio Barrios. Celta Vigo under Claudio Baraldes, 7th for the table, 43 points for the season, unbeaten in at least the last 7 matches, picking up 4 wins at the last 6. Espanyol, though, under Manuel Gonzalez, are 16th right now, 32 points for the season, just 1 defeat in the last 6. They played 51 times since 1994, 17 wins for Celta Vigo, 17 wins for Espanyol, and there's been 17 draws. Yes, that's right. Meanwhile, the last time they played, though, at this very venue, over at Celta Vigo, it was a 2-2 draw way back in August 2022. This campaign, though, was a 3-1 win at Espanyol back in November in the reverse fixture. Espanyol, though, picking up a 4-0 win over Vallecano most recently. Celta Vigo with that 2-1 win over Mallorca. This one's quite tight according to the bookies' odds. Well, not really, actually. Celta Vigo expected to win quite comfortably. I've also gone with a 2-1 win as well to go with the bookies' odds. And, of course, the form book. Let's kick it on forward. Leganés up against Barcelona, coming at Leganés this coming Saturday at the Estadio Municipal de Madrid. Leganés under Borja Jimenez are 18th right now, 28 points for the season, just 1 win in the last 6 matches. Up against Barcelona, Hansi Flick, they're still top of the table with 67 points on 92% form. They've not to lose in the last 13 matches away, and they haven't lost in the last 22 matches, both home and away. They played Leganés 10 times since 2016, winning 8 of them, losing 2 of them, and drawing none of them. Now, the last time they played over at this very venue was a 2-1 win for Barcelona way back in November 2019. This season, though, they did play in Barcelona in the reverse fixture. Leganés coming out on top with a 1-0 win. Surprise, surprise. Leganés on the back of that 1-1 draw against Osasuna. Barcelona also on the back of that 1-1 draw against Real Betis. The odds for this one, though, expect Barcelona to bounce back in convincing style. Busy week for them as well with Champions League football. Going to go with a 2-0 win on the road, 3 points in the bag, and of course remaining comfortably in number 1 spot. Into Sunday's matches, we go April the 13th at the Estadio El Sadar. Osasuna under Vicente Moreno, coming at you 13th for the table, 35 points for the season. They're winless in the last 8 matches right now. Up against Girona, 15th for the table, 34 points for the season, also winless in the last 8 matches. Now, they last played, these two sides have played 14 times since 2004, 4 wins Osasuna, 6 wins Girona. There's been 4 draws between the two sides. And the last time they played, though, at this very venue, was a 6-goal thriller way back in November 2023. It was a 4-2 win for Girona. However, the reverse fixture this campaign also a win for Girona. 4-0 win as it was back in August. Girona winning 3 on the spin against Osasuna. Osasuna, though, picking up a draw against Leganés most recently. Girona losing to Alavés last time around. With the odds on this one, very close in the bookies' odds. Osasuna just about edge it. I think it's a tight one. I'm going to go with the draw again on this one. A 1-1 in the end. Let's go Alavés up against Real Madrid. Of course, come at you on Sunday, April the 13th at the Estadio del Montrosa. Alavés under Eduardo Coudet are 17th right now. Just 1 defeat in the last 5. Up against Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti, they sit second. 63 points for the season. Back-to-back games now without a win. They played each other 27 times since 1998. 3 wins Alavés, 22 wins for Real Madrid. There's been 2 draws between the two sides. Last time around, of course, over at Alavés, it was a 1-0 win for Real Madrid back in December 2023. This campaign, though, 3-2 win as it was for Real Madrid at the Bernabeu back in September. Alavés, though, picking up a 1-0 win over Girona. Real Madrid, though, on the back of that 2-1 surprise loss to Valencia at home, of course. Actually, back-to-back home matches without a win. Goodness gracious me. The last time they were on the road, they did pick a victory over Villarreal. They got Champions League action this week in London, but they're expected to win this game according to the bookies. I do expect them to bounce back with a 3-0 win. What could be an important week for them, both domestically and in Europe. Let's go Real Betis now up against Villarreal. Camacho the Benedetto Villamaran. Real Betis under Mambo Calgrini are 6th right now, 48 points for the season, up against Villarreal under Marcelino, who are 5th with 48 points as well. Now, they have played 41 times, these two sides, since 1999. 15 wins Betis, 16 wins Villarreal. There's been 10 draws between the two sides. Last time around, of course, over at this very venue was a 3-2 win for Villarreal back in March 2024. In fact, the home side has only won once out of the last 6 matches between these two sides. That's when Real Betis beat Villarreal back in September 2022. The reverse fixture this campaign at Villarreal was a 2-1 win for Betis back in December. Villarreal, though, on the back of that 0-0 draw against Bilbao. Betis also drawn with Barcelona most recently. This is a tight one as well with the bookies. Could go either way, but Real Betis just edge it in their stakes, of course. I'm going with a 1-1 draw, though, point apiece at the moment as we head into a crazy weekend. Let's go to Bilbao, that's right, up against Vallecano. Camacho there, San Mamés Stadium, Ernesto Valverde. Boys are 4th right now, 54 points for the season, unbeaten in the last 5 up against Vallecano under Ignio Perez. They are 9th right now, 40 points for the season. They played 35 times, these two sides, since 1993. 19 wins Bilbao, 6 wins Vallecano. There's been 10 draws between these two sides. Now, the last time they played at the San Mamés, it was a 4-0 win for Bilbao back in December 2023. The reverse fixture, also a 2-1 win for Bilbao at Vallecano back in December. Bilbao winning 4 on the spin, conceding just 1 goal against them in that last 4 as well. When I say that, take that back. They've won 3 on the spin. They've only conceded 1 goal in the last 4, though, against them. Meanwhile, Bilbao on the back of that 0-0 draw against Villarreal, back-to-back clean sheets. In fact, they've got 3 clean sheets on the spin, back-to-back 0-0 draws, should I say. Espanyol, though, did beat Vallecano 4-0 last time around. The odds, they'll go with Bilbao. They will, of course, on this one, expected to win. I'm going with the 1-0 win as well, just enough to get over the line. And then finally, into Monday night, we go Atlético Madrid up against Valladolid, the Rayo Metropolitano. Diego Simeone's boys are 3rd right now, 60 points for the season, just 1 win in the last 6 matches. Up against Valladolid under Alvaro Ribeiro, 20th right now, rock bottom with just 16 points for the season. Now, they played 39 times since 1993, 26 wins for Madrid, 8 wins Valladolid, and there's been 5 draws between the two sides. Now, the last time they played over at this very venue was a 3-0 win for Madrid way back in January 2023, with the reverse fixture being a 5-0 win at Valladolid back in November. Atletico, though, on the back of that 2-1 win, important win over Sevilla most recently, and of course, Valladolid losing to Getafe quite handsomely 4-0 in their own backyard. The odds on this one, of course, Atletico expected to get the W. I'm going with a 2-0 win. Job done. And of course, another vital 3 points in their season. And if I'm right, this is what the table will look like, guys. Of course, as you see, Barcelona will remain tip at the top of the table, 4 points clear over Real Madrid, who will remain 3 points clear over Atletico. Going down, Leganés, Las Palmas, and Valladolid, who Valladolid do look like they're going down. However, the race to join them, or to avoid joining them, is still hot to bloody trot with anybody really. Probably 16th down, still in the mixer at the moment. So, folks, those are my predictions. Make sure you smash your like, smash your subscribe. We go again, guys, very, very soon. But until then, smash the like, smash the subscribe, and I'll see you soon on the other side.